Okay, I've been thinking about this, and I think what I need to do is just go full Skellige for this battle. I had 24 hours to think about it, and I just don't. I don't have the horses to run this way, so I need to get as many Skellige individuals as I can. Because I think Skellige is the best at tactical retreat. Since that's what I've got here. Alright. So let's go full Skellige, shall we? Okay. Alright. So purple. What I got that's purple? So it's just those guys, huh? Alright. Well, if I'm gonna do... What, 19? 19 more? Who else is left for 19 more? Let's get a 3 in here, too. Alright, so the Forager works well with the Mantlet. And we can just put out all of the Skelliges, and then Dagger Two Blades can come out, and then we can have him retreat. And I think that'll get us where we need to go. You know what? What else do I have that can do damage to an entire row? Let's drop the Forager. Let's drop the Mantlet. Wagenberg's fine. What else can do damage to an entire row? Alright. So we have the Strays of Spala. You have the Strays and the Skelegons. That's a possibility. Arbalists are nice. See, I can see field medics being amazing. So 6. What can I do at 6 that will be super useful? Because just having a large number of troops is going to be useful. That seems so useful. That looks pretty useful too. Alright. So we're going in with a lot of cards because that seems to be what needs to happen here. We'll see what happens if we go in with this. And we want as many Skeleton cards as we can manage. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that's actually really good. That's actually a really good combo. Heck, let's do it. Okay.
Blood washes away all shame!
I'll take him back. Get all those skeletons out. All right. So this is going to be a situation where he duels somebody. Four.
As ordered.
That's not what I meant to do. Oh well. All right. Oh, I should have attacked with him. Ah.
Come on, kill me!
We don't want to pull back. Let's pull him back. Just see him being so dang useful. All right. She's useful to put on the deck right now. And besides her, yeah, let's put him back out there.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Getting to work.
So we do 8 damage to him. Oh wait, I picked the wrong guy. Alright. 8 damage to him. Back. Let's go with a strays bomber and strays.
I smell a leak. My favorite cut of lamb? The shank.
Do 5 damage to him. Oh, 6, cool.
As today the day?
Disgraced warrior out. Alright. Before I fight one on... Let's do this. Okay, now. We got what? 6? 6 damage to him. see what this does. Nice. Did I win? I win round 1. Well, I need one of each of them. There's a specific guy I'm trying to get out here.
Wise choice.
Ludafisk, give me some of that.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Think I'm a beer.
Are you mad? Don't shake that!
All right.
Looking to dance, mate?
Okay. Do you get something that does 91 damage? Punk? Didn't think so. All right. Yeah, yesterday I was like, oh gosh, I can't win this. It's so frustrating. Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Alright. Let's just head up this way then.
While accustomed to life mid swamp monsters and black magic, Angren's denizens never dared enter Isgith. The Lyrians only once saw signs of a human presence there when they spotted a group of thatched roof huts amongst alders.
That settlement, is it inhabited?
Meve asked, turning to her scouts.
Impossible to say from this distance, Your Grace.
The Lyrians entered the village, swords in hand, prepared to fight. But not a soul nor a beast came forth. Some homes had collapsed from rot, while tall grass concealed the paths between them. Yet, someone had been there not long past, for fresh ghoul cadavers lay by the well. Meve knelt beside the corpse of one, cut clear in half. The beast's killer had been exceptionally strong, and wielded a razor-sharp sword.
More are likely to come around.
Meve leapt to her feet. A man in thick leather armor had emerged from one of the huts. Transfixed by his cat eyes, the Queen nonetheless sensed he was rather badly hurt.
Were that true, my scouts would have blown their horns.
The man pulled out a pendant shaped like a bear's head. It hummed and twitched as if striving to free itself of its chain.
Far as monsters go,
He said, lips curling into an unpleasant smile.
Witchers aren't usually wrong.
A moment later, a scream pierced the air. Quickly, instinctively, Meve drew her sword and lunged forth.
All right. The Witcher, though severely wounded, proved far faster than the Lyrian soldiers. His silver sword was never idle, slicing tendons and arteries, finding cracks in the chitinous armor. Meve watched on in wonderment. At last, until the ghoul howling behind her reminded the Queen that she too must fight. Shortened battle. Unique card will appear. Okay, only one round. Okay, the skeletons are not going to help us much. In this battle, anyway. The Adept will. He will not help much. Not help much. Not help much. Not
They
help
approach!
much. That works.
Seems you were right.
Okay.
Catch! I smell a leak. I'll relieve you of that pouch. Got a death wish? Favourite cut of lamb? The shank. Looking to dance, mate?
More sprays.
What you looking at? I'll relieve you of that pouch.
As you wish, milady.
That's not going to help any. How about some skeletons? That's a win.
That'll be the last of them. Should be quiet for a bit.
Magical barrier. This card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tent.
The Lyrians emerged victorious, due in no small part to the Witcher.
Thanks for the help. Name's Ivo, Witcher, School of the Bear.
Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Well, well. Didn't expect to see anyone out here. And certainly not a queen with an army in tow.
We're not here by choice.
I bet not. No one plans to pass through Isgith.
And you? What's brought you here? A contract, perchance?
That's right. Hunting a monster.
I know your services to be rather dear. Who could afford a witcher's bounty in these wretched swamps?
Nilfgaardians.
Blast, of course. Preparing the land for settlement. Cull the monsters, drain the swamp, then bring in slaves. Doubtless from the north.
Maybe. I got paid in advance. I didn't see the need to ask any questions.
But did you have to take the coin? Don't you see what they're doing?
Forgive me, your majesty, but seems to me you're confusing witchers with knights errant. We don't fight oppression, right wrongs, or avenge orphans. We slay monsters for coin. And it don't matter whose head's on the front or whose coffers it's from.
That's correct.
This beast you're out to slay, what is it?
Hang on. You mean to tell me you've led your force into Isgith and don't even know what lives here?
I believe I was clear. We're not here by choice.
Yeah, but now that you are here, it'll take a minor miracle to get you out. Isgith's swamps, realm of a truly dangerous being. Elves call it Gwern Iker, the Bloody Mistress. Over generations, locals twisted the name until it became Guernicora.
Indeed. I've heard it.
So you've also probably seen her beloved fruit. Leeches and ticks. You'd all be wise to stay away from them.
This Guernicora, what is she exactly?
Depends who you ask. Elves saw a fallen goddess in her. Never managed to cut her down while they lived here, but they did stem her growth, kept her from growing stronger. As for the local humans, spirit of a cursed princess, that's their take. Deep belief, actually.
Care to elaborate?
Stories that she was riding north to marry a Temerian duke. Whole retinue and caravan got lost, wagons got stuck, everybody drowned in the bog. Quicksand got him, that sort of thing. Guernicora grabbed a root before the quagmire swallowed her whole. Hollered for hours, but there wasn't a soul around to hear her. Leeches, hundreds covered her, settled in for a royal feast. Sucked her dry, drained her to pretty much the last drop. Fear and revulsion so completely overcame her spirit, she couldn't pass into the afterlife. So she came back, revived by Isgith's magic.
Ugh. A chilling tale.
Yeah, except made up, probably. Don't believe the elven legends either. Guernicora's a monster, plain and simple. Extremely dangerous, sure, but just a monster.
Just a monster. You make it seem so simple.
The leeches and ticks, you called them her fruit.
It's kind of complicated.
We've time enough.
Guernicora's a little like a vampire. They're kindred creatures. Except, instead of feasting on the blood of others, she feeds them her own.
I'm not certain I understand.
They're parasites, right? She puts them on her body, feeds them her own blood. Then hangs them on shrubs and trees.
Ugh. To what end?
To other monsters, they're delicacies. Sweet, juicy, full of Guernicora's blood. Irresistible. Any beast that tastes that loses its mind, turns into Guernicora's slave. So, if your paths cross and push comes to shove, she's not gonna be alone. Find yourself fighting the whole damn swamp.
Yep.
How are we to fight her? How might she be killed?
Sorry, sharing secrets. Just not something we do.
Not even with those who saved your life just moments past?
We gotta wait till she starts feeding the parasites. She's weakest then. Stand a chance to hurt her.
Right. So we attack only once she puts the leeches to her skin.
Yeah. And when you kill her, if you kill her, any beasts under her spell will weaken considerably. And then, you gotta burn her corpse. I mean it, understand? Burn it.
And you? Will you not hunt her any longer?
No, I will. Just need to prepare. Realize that today. Gotta brew some potions, blade oils. Come back in a few days.
I don't even have that much time. Nilfgaard's hordes pursue us. I must march on.
In that case, wish you luck. Lots of it.
I suppose there's no argument that would persuade you to ride with us.
Your Grace, mutations strip us of emotion, not reason.
The Witcher vanished midst the trees. And Meve simply hoped her soldiers had not overheard any part of their conversation.
All right. I may need that at some point, but I don't think I need it right now. I'm just trying to overwhelm with numbers. That's my strategy at the moment. Okay, what else? $6,000 and $2,000. Huh. A 10 hut. So full workshop, full training grounds. All we need left is the command tent. Okay. Now what? I can see that being useful. One big happy family. Ah. All right, give me just a minute here. All right. Now let's move out. Thing over here. Milady, the homes are filled with bodies, dozens. We see no sign of decay yet. They're covered with a thick layer of dust, as if they've been this way for centuries. Have the soldiers search the dwellings. Perhaps we'll find something of value. Hey, nice shield. Oh well, hopefully there's a shrine around here somewhere, since we've ticked off everybody. Ugh. Knowing that that glow is parasites that have been bloated with blood. Not just blood, enchanted blood. Yick.
Caldwell had summoned Nilfgaardian support. Neve assumed they were not far behind. Yet in the unforgiving terrain, a full Nilfgaardian division could not hope to close the gap. Small detachments, however, light cavalry or footmen, could very well do just that. So when black-clad men emerged from the mist, the Queen was not surprised. She ordered her troops to fall in, form up, and brace to defend the line. Yet the attack never came. The invaders stood silent, motionless. And Meve got a closer look. They were slouched, ashen-faced, unsure of step, and covered in sores. Isgith had treated them as cruelly as any. Teetering in his saddle, the commander broke formation. He rode forth and addressed the Queen in fluent common tongue.
Half my men are wounded, the others sick. Your force does not fare much better.
True. Yet we outnumber you soundly.
Indeed. If it comes to combat, you are certain to win. But in this damn swamp, all wounds fester. Flesh is quick to rot. You will lose many more apart from those who fall.
What do you mean, precisely?
Asked the Queen, her eyes narrowing, her head tilted to the side.
We should part ways in peace. There's a war on, there'll be another chance to fight. Perhaps even face one another. But not here. And not like this.
Suddenly unsure, the Queen weighed the officer's words. Their logic was sound, though they could also prove a ruse.
Your Grace,
Xavier's voice came from behind Meve's back.
we can't let them pass. They've done only harm, and they'll not stop and go home.
He's exactly right.
Alas, I see things differently.
Meve said with a sly smile.
Crush you now, and I'll have fewer to fight down the line.
You seem sure of yourself, milady.
Let me show you why. At them!
Meve gave her mount a lash of her reins and charged headlong at the commander and his force.
Upon receiving the order to attack, the soldiers did not tear at the enemy with fierce war cries on their lips. Rather, they lumbered slowly, wading up to their knees in the boggy soup. Lyrians and Nilfgaardians alike had neared the limit of their strength, suffering from disease and a moisture that soaked their bones. Nonetheless, they had to muster the strength to fight and win. We have the advantage. So one turn, which means no skeletons.
We will not surrender without a fight!
I wouldn't want you to. It'd make it boring.
As you wish, milady.
Order! Catch!
I smell a leak.
Your life is mine now.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Order will triumph! It must triumph!
Got a death wish?
Wise choice.
Praise be to the great sun!
Order!
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei! Off to the front yet again. Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Ah, you punk. Just barely got me.
We will not surrender without a fight!
Your life is mine now.
Looking to dance, mate?
Hold on, that was idiotic. Let me do that again. Gotta do it in the right order.
We will not surrender without a fight!
Order!
I smell a leak.
Lady Margarita told us of this.
Your life is mine now.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Are you mad? Don't shake that!
Order!
Got a death wish?
Your life is mine now.
Order will triumph! It must triumph!
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Praise be to the great sun!
As ordered.
Looking to dance, mate? What you looking at?
Okay. Those are useless once we run out of normal enemies.
We will not surrender without a fight!
Order! Your life is mine now.
Order will triumph! It must triumph!
This could hurt.
Wise choice.
Watch your heads!
Order!
favourite cut of lamb? The shank. Looking to dance, mate?
Praise be to the Gran!
So Odo would be very useful.
What you looking at?
But that guy can't do any. I keep forgetting that guy can't do anything anymore. Those guys need to be early. Let's try some
We will not
skeletons.
surrender without a fight.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Tomorrow I'll drink with our forefathers!
As you wish, milady.
Your life is mine now.
This could hurt.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Think I'm a beard?
Wise choice.
As today the day?
Order!
Got a death wish? Don't need no weapon!
Praise be to the great sun!
life is mine now. Order!
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. My favorite cut of lamb? The shank.
All right.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Try!
Off to the front yet again.
They spoke the
Finally.
truth. You show no mercy. No mercy.
Amidst the fog and dense, gnarled forest, the battle ran its course. When the last sounds of fighting had died down, Meve was not sure who'd prevailed. Then soldiers came forth, fatigued and hurt, with smiles on their lips. She saw they were hers, and only then knew victory was hers as well. But this was no time to celebrate. She let everyone rest, then gave the order to resume the march. A great Nilfgaardian force pursued them. This most recent delay had allowed it to draw nearer.
There is nothing quite so inspiring as defeating an unbeatable foe. Alright, let's go get it. Meve cursed when her scouts reported they'd encountered a Nilfgaardian camp. Just what we need, she thought. Through the campfire still burned, and the coursers nibbled on grass, the tents were completely empty. The Queen knew Ysgith well enough to recognize the bad omen. This is a standard battle, so Nilfgaard needs to be at the front. No, not Nilfgaard, excuse me, Skellige. As many Skelligans as we can manage. That's actually great right there.
I smell a leak.
Is today the day?
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Too relatable.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Come here! Let's dance!
Good enough for me.
Waiting for a personal invitation?
My disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it! Death is only the beginning!
That's not what I meant to do. Well, well.
What you looking at? This could hurt. Watch your heads. I'll relieve you of that pouch. Got a death wish?
I'm gonna let you try to dig your way out of this because I've got a trump card for the next round. Well, you won that round, but you used all of your cards, and I get to pull everything back out next turn. Well, say goodnight.
Death! Tomorrow I drink with our forefathers! Catch! I smell a leak.
Either these bosses? Nope. Alright.
My favorite cut of lamb? The shank.
Quick and painful this'll be.
From Colonel Ferris Lyogar to Corporal Derwin Fjellner, Queen Meve has wormed her way through the trap and is now headed for Red Lobenden. You must cut her off at escape routes at all costs. Should you fail, every third soldier in your unit shall be lashed and sentenced to a month of solitary confinement. You mean we killed them and they were trying to stop us? That's awful. Oh. All areas revealed.
Valyrian force had reached the very heart of Isgith. From every branch, vine, and shrub hung leeches and ticks by the dozen. Swollen with blood, their abdomens glistened, glowing red in the misty air. Air so putrid it set Meve's head to spinning. She paused at a moss-covered boulder, pressed her flushed forehead against its cool surface. Her soldiers passed by, pallid, filthy, drained. She wished to say something, lift their spirits. But instead a cough rattled her breast. Suddenly, splashes, all around Meve in the water. She lifted her heavy gaze. Seemingly on command, ticks and leeches dropped into the warm, soupy waters, then clumsily wriggled off toward a dead alder grove. Meve knew at once what skulked behind the trees. Gurnikora, Isgith's mistress. Isgith's queen.
Weapons at the ready!
The queen roared.
Close ranks!
The Lyrians quickly converged, formed a wall of shields, and crouched behind them. Terrified, they stared as a multitude of eyes flashed open midst the branches, while revolting, muck-covered beasts rose from the gurgling waters around. Meve silently uttered a prayer. Hail, Melitele, great mother, maiden, and crone, ever have us in your care.
Meve fought the compulsion to avert her eyes from the muck-covered horrors surrounding her unit. The very sight of them made her nauseous, her chest tightening, holding back a scream. In the end, with great difficulty, she raised her sword. The queen only hoped her men would not notice the trembling of her hands. Eliminate Gurnikora. It's a key battle in Meve's story. Unique cards may appear in your hand or deck. Follow the main objectives to win the puzzle or battle, and this battle will only last one round. So one round, so let's see if we can remove the skeletons.
Everyone, rally to me!
Watch your heads! Catch! Wanna know why I got my scar?
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood!
Got a death wish? Favorite cut of lamb? The shank.
Okay, so it appears what I need to do is not allow the leeches to die. Apply fire to the enemy row and double the chance it will damage enemies. Strays are pretty good. Gascon's going to be very useful in this battle. Cadaverine is not. Crow's Eye is not. That's a possibility. That can be good. Yeah, that's good right there.
Everyone, rally to me!
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Order! Your life is mine now.
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood!
I smell a leak.
How quickly the scales tip.
Big game of fear! Death is only the beginning! I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Oh. Okay, so we have to not kill the leeches. So all of the fire magic is out. This needs to be full Skellige if I can do it.
Everyone, rally to me!
Blood washes away all shame!
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Okay.
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood!
Don't need no weapon!
How quickly the scales tip.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
Come here! Let's dance!
So keep them under 10 is what I've got to do.
everyone! Rally to me!
May disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it away!
So we got bombers and them. Those are all useless. Disgraced warrior and the adept. That's good.
Waiting for a personal invitation?
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood! This could hurt.
Damage self and 2 other enemies by 3.
Blood washes away all shame!
How quickly the scales tip.
Think I'm afeard! Don't need no weapon!
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
Death!
Come here! Let's dance!
Alright. What I need is a way to do a lot of damage quickly. So the mirror, definitely. Cannot target bosses, of course. Cannot target bosses. Cannot target bosses. Barses? You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. That unfortunately does not help us in this battle. I feel like the disgraced warriors could be a key to victory. But no, see, that doesn't help us here. No, Wagenbergs don't help either. Okay. Can't target bosses, otherwise that would be it right there. That does not say. Yeah, that says I can target bosses. That looks useful. That would be useful if I could pull it off. That has restraint, otherwise that would have been very useful. Let's see how this battle goes.
Valyrian force had suddenly...
Weapons!
It's not enough to actually beat her. You actually have to kill her.
Everyone, rally to me!
Back to the dust whence you came! Watch your heads! Ow! Yeah, yeah!
Majesty! These para...
As you wish, milady.
So knowing that that cannot target the enemy, even though it said it could, is good to know.
For Lydia!
How quickly the scales tip.
Tomorrow I'll drink with our forefathers!
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
So Landsknecht looks pretty good.
Everyone, rally to me!
I only loot corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
As you wish, milady.
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Long live me!
Okay.
How quickly the scales tip.
Catch! War, you dirty tart.
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
Quick and painful this'll be.
We keep doing better, not quite well enough.
Everyone, rally to me!
I smell a leak.
Tell me you jest.
Majesty! These parasites, they feed on her blood!
Okay, that actually seems not so awful right now.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
How quickly the scales tip.
Never had your kneecaps broken!
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no, no, no.
Back to the dust whence you came!
What do you want of me?
Every rib's a thief.
What? The onagar. I need that. The onagar.
Everyone, rally to me!
All right.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Can use this. Not sure for what just yet, but...
Her Majesty is... exceptional.
Majesty! These parasites! They feed on her blood! Never had your kneecaps broken!
How quickly the scales tip.
For Lydia! Elven blarney.
These ghastly beasts can be slain. They can be overcome.
All right. I think we're going to use him. Hold on. Where are you? Dude has been with me from the beginning. Where are you, man? Is he already down there? He might already be down there.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
What do you want of me?
Here he is, right
Her Majesty
there.
knows what she's doing.
All right. Okay. Die. Die. Awesome.
I believe it's dead.
Of the battle in Isgith, Meve remembered very little. It seemed a nightmare, its details a haze, the sensations
so
very
close.
real. Midst a thick fog, she fought in a frenzy, desperately hacking at the scourge that advanced from all sides. In the end, silence fell over the swamp. Its boiling waters lay calmed. The ticks and leeches were gone, while Guernicora lay among rotting leaves, covered in blood, unmoving. But still a fearsome sight.
Burn the corpse,
Rasped the queen.
and we move on.
The soldier's eyes darted about in a series of silent glances. It took Meve a moment to realize the difficulty. They still feared it. Though the monster's lifeless body lay on the ground, they dared not go near. Were she to repeat the order, they would carry it out. Yet she did not wish to force that on them. Swallowing her own revulsion, she walked up to Guernicora's corpse and set it alight. The air soon filled with the suffocating stench of burning hair and flesh. Sparks belched out as melting fat fell on flame. Until finally, nothing was left of the bloody mistress but scorched bone. The Lyrians resumed their march towards the banks of the Yaruga. They forced their weary legs to maintain a swift pace, and stole no second glance at what they'd left behind.
Card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tent. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, what does that trophy do? Right? You know what? That's freaking amazing. It's so gross. But that would do so much good for my side. Just Okay, I just need to get over it. Basically, I can steal enemy cards with that, which is really freaking useful. But the graphic is so gross. From Dragovit, Grand Royal Huntsman, to Ragbard, Lord of Temeria, Mahakam, and the Punter. My lord, I offer you my sincerest apologies. I've failed in my task. We were forced to cease felling. We simply lack the necessary labor. Men are falling like flies, dying from disease and festering wounds. We've abandoned camp, and I've set items of the greatest worth to Vizima in locked chests. However, I will not be returning to the capital, as I am in no condition to travel. I have a wound on my leg, and rot has already set in. It has been a true honor to serve under your command. You know it's bad when it autosaves.
Towering alders grow thick in Isgith, their crowns weaving an expansive canopy that obscures the sky. Any sunbeams to slip through this twisted thicket scatter in the milky mist below. Thus the marsh abides in a state of perpetual twilight, wherein a sense of time and direction are easily lost. As the force moved along, a glow appeared in the trees. The Lyrians squinted, their mouths agape in wonder. An orb hung over the water, pulsating, humming. It circled the soldiers, darted off a distance, then hovered as if waiting.
A will-o'-the-wisp, that is,
whispered one of the footmen.
Believe it's keen to show us something.
Let's go to our
Eve
deaths.
knew the wisp could prove treacherous, lead them into a trap. Nonetheless, she followed, though not entirely certain why. Her soldiers seemed eager. She sensed they approved. Yet she was also simply curious.
We follow it. Carefully. Weapons at the ready.
All right. Let us go to our deaths.
As the wisp led the Lyrians down a narrow, winding path, Meve surveyed her surroundings warily. Beads of sweat emerged upon her brow. But her fears, in the end, proved unfounded, for at the path's end, the troops found what appeared to be a caravan's remains. Its wagons, rot-eaten, half-buried in the bog, had sat there for decades, perhaps longer. Despite this, gilded panels and scraps of silver-threaded fabric showed they'd once been rather ornate. Inside the wagons, the soldiers discovered many steel crates. Rust-covered but intact, they contained truly dazzling treasures.
Wow.
Sacks bulging with gold coin, pearl-encrusted goblets, exotic velvets and silks in beams.
Blimey, the sheer amount. And here of all places.
A footman muttered under his breath. Meve quickly pieced it all together. She too had once ridden in such a caravan, splendid and laden with gold, when she'd left her home to marry. The rest of the story was not difficult to divine. This was a maiden's dowry. She and her retinue lost their way. Isgith proved their grave, unbeknownst to any other. The wisp circled Meve's party, blinked several times, then faded into thin air. The troops resumed their march, and all seemed in order. Seemed, for soon several footmen were discovered to be gone. Greed had been their ruin. They'd grabbed too much. The loot had weighed them down, and the marsh had embraced them.
Reports. Sudden parchment. Document found in a sunken wagon. Our fondest congratulations. We eagerly await the day our families shall be bound by a new member. Let these humble gifts help with. May the bride know but happiness, and with regards and best wishes. How close are we? 10,000, 2,000, so that's pretty good. So, where are we headed? Let's try out our new disgusting trophy, shall we? The moss-covered boulder protruded from the green, fetid water. The Lyrians breathed a cautious sigh of relief, for perhaps dry land was finally close at hand. However, when they drew closer, they discovered it was no stone at all, but the shell of a monstrous behemoth. Okay. Let's get as many of these skeletons as we can. All right.
Elven blarney.
What do you want of me?
Back to the dust whence you came!
So the the medic, I want to say mage, but medic, not going to be terribly useful in this scenario, so let's get some more skeletons out here.
May disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it away!
Okay.
Think I'm afeard! Don't need no weapon!
Okay. There we go.
Tomorrow I'll drink with our forefathers!
see, there's 6. So we need to start picking these things off now. What am I going to seize? Let's seize this guy. Oh. Oh dear. Oh wait, no, that's a bear. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so I can expect it to do 12 damage. Off you go. What do I want to pull back? Let's pull him back.
Come here! Let's dance!
Let's go for giggles. Kill him, and him, and him. And destroy my top for 2 out of the graveyard. There's only 1 in the graveyard, so we'll just put him back.
Scoia'tael!
That would actually be very useful, but that's okay. Damage enemy and all enemies of the same power by 1. Alright. Yeah, you better give up. Yeah, that's an amazing card. It's just so gross. Alright. Well, let's pull out a field medic.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
My disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it away!
And oh, I can't do marching orders right now. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. It's a sausage bear. Or savage, I mean. So let's get both of them. And then let's pull the medic back out. You want to see a neat trick? This is kind of unfair, which is what makes it awesome.
On Handor!
And now all of my skeletons come
Blood
out.
washes away all shame! Weapon. Come here! Let's dance!
Okay. I'm bored. Set something on fire. Okay, so 5. Get him for 5. Him and 2 enemies, huh? Let's get both of them. And let's get both of them. Who should I steal? Let's steal this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's kill the bear. And yeah, it's good for now. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out a way to survive this, man. Let's see, we got what? 7? Yeah, let's kill the bear. I know the bear's actually doing as much good for me as it is helping him, but it'll be fun.
Every rib's a thief.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? 6. Let's kill him. Oh my. I do believe I have won. So what should I do now? Let's pull this guy out.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
We'll catch 'em all!
This is just overkill for the fun of it right now.
Tell me you jest.
Company! Forward march!
I mean, why play if you can't just kill the enemy way much more than necessary? The victory lap is part of the fun. Okay. Is there anything else over this way? It does not appear so. Oh, that was a good time. I enjoyed that. Okay, well, let's get this thing over here. Oh, and the Gwent multiplayer game, okay. Well, the smart thing would be go to the battle I have to on the left, but I'm going to go to this battle instead. Knickers is, by and large, a polite dog who heels, shakes paws, and on good days even sits when instructed to do so, especially when his ears are given a good scratching beforehand. One day, however, Knickers strayed from the Lyrian retinue, lured by an appetizing scent. The wafting aroma led him to a cavern which was not a single from which not a single light escaped. To enter or not? He pondered it for a moment, licking his snout and biting his head, or tilting his head. In the end, he decided that the world belongs to the brave. He then let out 2 quick barks and leapt into the dark. Help Knickers find his way to the end of the cave without turning back and collecting all soup and wine along the way. Use your leader's ability. Special rules. Follow main objective. 1 round and custom cards. This should be fun. Knickers Adventure. We have a puppy. All right. So this is just a puzzle ability, huh? Just a matter of finding the way. Okay, what happened? I'm confused. That was the end. We win! Was there anything... He just... Okay. So, the dog got fed. The end. Another happy ending. All right.
In evading Nilfgaard's banners, Meve led her force into Angren's wildest reaches. The foe could not attack the Lyrians there, yet hazards of another sort befell them. One day they reached a quagmire too vast and deep to ford.
I'm not sure.
So the Queen summoned her engineer, Xavier, and called on him to build a makeshift bridge. By nightfall, he had drawn up plans.
We shall start by laying abutments, then drive piles into the mire.
The depth?
We dropped plumb lines. 4 ells.
Consumed by the plans, Meve did not see as Xavier slipped a line off his shoulder. By the time she felt it on her throat, she feared it might be too late.
I long awaited this moment, when we would be alone. You die now, Majesty, and with you dies Lyria's, the whole North's will to resist. Hail, Ketzer! Hail!
Oh my gosh.
What died was the Nilfgaardian rallying cry in Xavier's throat. At the last instant, Gascon and Reynard rushed in to save the warrior queen, and thus proved their loyalty beyond any doubt.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
There was no answer, but Reynard could hear her breathe. Meve would live. It was several hours later when Meve finally came to. She opened her eyes, then Gascon and Reynard helped her to her feet.
Aw, we lost Xavier. Why?
Careful, Your Majesty.
I should have been more careful earlier. Damn it. If you two hadn't...
No need for words. You needn't mention it.
I couldn't disagree more. We're due for a long conversation. First of all, I owe you thanks. Second, my trust in you both has been heavily tarnished. I believe that goes without saying. Yet today you proved beyond all doubt that I can rely on you. So I thank you.
To serve under your banner, Majesty, 'tis an honor.
Reynard Odo Plus. This card's added to your army and can be found in the command tent.
Likely I'd have put it differently, but Reynard seems to have the right idea.
Very well. We've reassured ourselves of admiration for one another enough. We've matters to which we must attend. I trust as I lay there dead to the world, you did not sit about with your thumbs up your bums. Have you at least learned why Xavier betrayed us, sided with the Empire?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Your Grace, the rogue who lunged at you, in truth, was one Gwalter ep Luinoch, a Nilfgaardian spy.
Just a moment, that makes no sense. He saved my life in Mahakam, on the bridge.
He did, for he had to.
In one of the letters we found, Ep Dahi orders Gwalter to watch over Elder-in-Chief Hoog. The Scoia'tael in the mountains was sent there by Nilfgaard to recruit dwarves, but their commander, the Vixen, they feared she'd attack Bruva himself, something Eb Dahi wished to avoid.
Naturally. For someone else could seize power, someone not so neutrally inclined. Someone more likely to aid me, gods forbid. This discovery you made how?
We found in his toolbox a concealed compartment, letters inside. Though encrypted, we managed to decipher them. They were the Grey Rider for you to read.
The swine. An Imperial spy in my ranks this whole time. But to wait so long to strike, why?
He'd only just received the order. Another letter in the box, signed by General Eb Dahi, stated, to Gwalter ep Luinoch, eliminate M at first opportunity.
Honourless bastards. They'll stop at nout.
Now, Maeve, you'll gain nout by getting riled. No sense to it. This is good news, in fact.
Is that so?
Think. Ep Dahi had a spy in our midst. He knew our movements, had his eye on us, his finger on the pulse. He knew our plans, who we parlayed with, and yet he didn't order your assassination. For you posed no threat. Well, clearly so much changed. Congratulations. Nilfgaard fears you now.
And rightly so.
Nice.
But we found him in the rubble at Rosberg, midst the ashes.
Precisely what placed him beyond suspicion.
We suspect Walter enlisted with the Edanians some years past, infiltrated that army.
He had a hand in Rosberg's defense. Then, when the time was right, he lent that same hand to its demise. Caused an explosion that tore a hole through its walls. It worked, but at a price. He suffered severe burns. If not for our medics, he'd have...
Stop. So it was not elves who brought about the fort's fall as he claimed?
A filthy lie to stoke the fires of racial hatred. To stir conflict and chaos and rage that would make the realm of Edirn waver and fall.
If we're to judge by Rayla's actions, he was rather successful.
Bastard. Yet even so badly hurt, in such pain, not for a moment did he drop his mummer's act.
I've heard much of Nilfgaardian spies, Your Grace. They're trained from childhood, face constant indoctrination. They do anything for the Emperor, anything and everything. As soon as Gwalter spotted a chance to join our ranks, to be at your side, he took it, exploited it ably.
To be brief, I've traitors all about me.
Your Grace, you resent our actions, I understand, but...
You, Willem, the Cad Caldwell, Gascon, Gabor, finally Xavier. Tell me how. How am I to trust anyone?
You can't. Amongst all the realms in the north, you're Nilfgaard's sole rival. One remaining threat. All other rulers either soundly defeated and enchained, or tails tween their legs, they've donned Nilfgaard's leash. The Blackclads will do all to destroy you, if not upon the field, then in secret, with an assassin and a quick, sharp blade.
What's left? Prayer. Melitele too is sure to turn and take Nilfgaardian gold sooner or later. Ugh. We've talked enough. We must form up. Move on.
Majesty, you ought to rest. You stand swaying. Your step can't be too sure.
Only my horse needs step true.
Maeve, you've just about had the life choked out of you. No time to play the hero.
I'm not, Gascon. Quite the opposite, actually. These damn swamps, they terrify me. I wish to get the hell out and never ever look back.
The Aruga lies near. I sent scouts ahead. They've secured a barge. We can sail to Red Lobington.
Splendid. Sound the horns. We march.
Okay. Pretty soon I'll have to stop and get lunch. Orders for Xavier. Translation from Nilfgaardian to Gwalder Ape Naudwig from Duke Arol Ape Dahi, Grand Chancellor. Commander of the Army Group East. Eliminate M at the first opportunity. She has ceased to be useful, and it is time to put the Lyrian guerrillas to sleep before they present a true danger to the Empire. Once you've carried out your orders, go to the Rivia Palace, dressed as a beggar. There you shall receive further instructions. See, that's part of the fun, is I don't know. I think I'm close to the end, just because when I look at like the stuff I can level up, there's not much else I can level up, so I think I'm close. But I don't know, and so I'm scared to like talk about it because I don't know how close I am to the end. I might be very close. I might still be another map away. I don't know. Oh, cool. Renard Odo gets to, like, re-up everyone's order every single time I have her do her ability. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, I got to decide what do I want to use this for. That's freaking useful. That's very nice also. We're getting close enough where it's difficult to choose. I got too much good stuff here. What, 7? Pull out the brawler. The Forager. Hopefully that's what I took. It's too much. Yep. Sucks, because that's actually a really good card. Alchemist isn't quite good enough. Yeah, the Stray is good. Yeah, that's good enough right there. Alright, how close am I? I could sell some supplies and get the soldiers' quarters. I think actually that'll be worth it. So would 600 get me 10,000? Yes. Okay, fantastic. All right. So let's start piling on all the goods. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Too much goods. All right. The mantlet. You know what? The mantlet doesn't help much. Oh, I'll just pull out all the mantlets. Oh, and we're right where we need to be. Fantastic. All right. The cool thing is with the skill she has right now, I can have someone retreat, and then I get to pick 2 of whatever I want out of my deck, and that is super useful. So yeah, this is good stuff. I'm down to...
Arnulf, find a place at one of the tables. Have a drink. Meet my men.
A failure to communicate, lass. I didn't join your army to meet men, but to meet death. A good, honorable death. Quicker you lead me to that, the better.
I can't help but wonder. What does it signify? The tattoo on your head?
Ain't a tattoo. Carve these runes with a knife.
The method makes little difference. What do they mean?
Aim here. Message for enemy archers. Alas, don't seem they can read it. At least not from a distance. And when they get close, it's already too late for them.
I wish not to pry, but why do you long for death?
For only death can cleanse me of shame. You must have heard what they call me. Arnulf the Patricide. A moniker I earned. Oh, I did.
To die by one's child's hand. A terrible fate. And it shall be mine as well if I lose this war.
But did you earn it, this fate?
What? Not always have I been just with Willem. I dismissed him, neglected him, but...
Neglected? Listen, lass. My da, he beat me. Till my skin turned blue and I chucked red bile. He'd drink and beat, drink and beat. My brother, Ulf, da clobbered him to death. My ma, she took her own life. Never met this son of yours. But I know you's a bit now, and I can say this. No kin of yours needs slaying.
So long, Arnulf.
So we're down to Arnulf, Gascon, and Reynard, and a Grey Rider. Okay. I think it's probably going to be it for at least a little while. Probably going to be playing some Danganronpa later today. Yes, indeed, he does. So I'm not sure when I'll get back to this game. I'll definitely be playing it tomorrow. Around the same time in the morning. So thank you for stopping by and spending a little bit of your time with me. I know we all need a little bit of escape from the fun of recent times. So have a great day and enjoy yourself.